Hey everyone! How are you all doing today? I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes before I know that more of y'all are joining in. Please do leave a comment to say hi that you're here. I'll really appreciate that a lot. How are y'all doing? Okay, I see one person joining in. I believe that to be MJ. So I'm going to guess. Hi MJ. Oh, now I see two people joining in. So I'm just going to wait. Thanks, Amanda, for the reaction. Please drop your question, guys. I'm going to refresh the comments. I know you're all eagerly anticipating what I'm going to talk about. But I do have a surprise at the end towards the end of my video. I'm going to do like 10 to 15 minutes of live channeling for any of your TF related questions. One of my specialities include me channeling what your DM or DF is thinking in the 3D or 5D or actually on any dimension. I'm able to tap on that. Oh, hi, Henry. You have joined in. So, did you wake up? And hello, Amanda. So happy to see you. Oh, thank you. God bless you too. Hi, MJ. See, I'm so happy to see you all. And thank you so much, Henry. It seems Divine really wanted you to be here. Yeah. So I'm Singaporean. I'm born in Singapore, and so does Henry's family as well. So that's why we have got that Singapore connection. Yeah. So guys, I'm actually Indian, but I'm born and bred in Singapore. Oh, you actually woke up again, and I'm glad you took that advice. If not, you will be feeling so sleepy during the session. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Kelly. So happy to see you. I know you're really looking forward to this. I know all of you are looking forward to this. Even I'm looking forward to this. I'm so excited. And the whole week, MJ and I have been discussing, formulating on what to bring to you all. And we thought that discussion on divine feminine spirituality will be such an apt topic. And yes. Oh, yes, Singapore. See, Singapore is actually a small island country. We have like about 5 million population. So we are quite close knit, and we have and a lot of Singaporeans have migrated throughout the world. So whenever we go to a different country, we always have like the Singapore Association going on. So I know I'm okay. We have 11 people, so I'm going to start today's live. Thank you all for being here. I'm so excited, and I am going to talk about divine feminine spirituality. All right, and when does it start? How does it start, and what are the signs? Okay, so imagine this: when you guys are born, you are born on a clean slate. You know, most children, most babies are. As we start growing up, we start adapting to our surroundings, external stimulus. I'm going to just say hi to Tawana. Hi, Tawana. And hi, Jackie. Good to see you all again. So, back to what I was saying. So when we grow up, we start to adapt to our environment, and that's when trauma, tragedy, good experiences, bad experiences, all of these start forming. So why is it key to meet? Why is it that when you meet your divine masculine, there is a sudden spiritual awakening? I mean, it also starts happening before you actually meet your twin in 3D, because as twin flames, we're always connected to our twin, right? So there's no separation at all. Yes, I agree. We need your input. So if you ask me questions, like, so this is how the format is going to work. I'm going to talk about divine feminine spirituality, and you guys can interrupt me and ask me questions, and I will answer them. Okay, so prior to meeting your twin flame, you will actually start your spiritual journey, and this can take place 6 to 7 years or even 10. For some, it starts 10 to 15 years prior to meeting your twin flame. And then, spiritual progress is slow but steady. But the moment you actually meet your twin flame in physical, what happens is you're suddenly activated. Like, you will start experiencing many things you haven't experienced before. And one of the uh, biggest symptoms is all of your clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairsentience, and the clair where you can taste everything, it's and the clair where you can hear everything as well. Everything will be activated. You will suddenly feel like a superhuman, and that is why it is vital to focus on your own spiritual growth, because just as you would be activated to all these higher dimension powers, you will also experience the dark night of the soul, and that is separation. And separation phase is going to happen to almost all twin flames. I mean, if it doesn't happen, it's either not a twin flame connection or you're on a secret mission. So all twin flames experience separation. And also, in the whole runner chaser dynamic, it's always, most of the time, it's the divine feminine who chases, and it's the divine masculine who runs. Of course, there are exceptions to some cases, and these roles tend to reverse if the whole running chasing phase goes on. So, having said that, when you first meet your twin, you will start to experience vivid dreams. You will start remembering your connection on a very deep level. And of course, there's always going to be 3D doubt. So, 3D doubt is what hinders the progress as well. However, all twin flames develop existing gifts. So for me, since I was a child, I could see auras. I could always connect with all dimensions, and so it took me a while to actually learn how to control my powers, to log in and log out. I could always connect to the records, and that's why doing courses are very important, because courses actually guide you on how to protect yourself, because the courses are run by highly profound psychics and clairvoyants, and they have done this before. They know how to guide you, and that's why it's very important to have spiritual mentors. But again, it needs to be a healthy relationship as well. Your teacher is not everything. Your teacher is just a guide on earth. Ultimately, it's all God, it's all universe. So your inner teacher supersedes all other teachers, and your inner teacher is God. It's just that. So always connect to the higher vibrational inner goddess within you. Okay, I'm going to look at the questions now. Kelly has said that, Tawana first. All my class came to me all at once. Took me some time to understand it all. You see, that is one of the biggest signs that you have actually met your twin flame. Because if your psychic abilities or your gifts aren't developing, then either it's a karmic or a soulmate connection. Sometimes I have clients who come to me and say that, I experience all of the symptoms that are stated on those websites, that but truly it goes down to your spirituality. If you're not waking up spiritually, it is excuse me, It's highly unlikely a twin flame connection. And that is the reason why twin flame checks are essential. And I am going to give a shout out to my buddies. I do twin flame checks. Melinda does twin flame checks. Joanna, I'm so sorry I didn't mention Joanna last week, but Joanna does twin flame checks as well. Tessa and Ali do twin flame checks as well. Please do check out all of the albums. We all do twin flame checks in our own way. For me, I channel directly from God, from universe. So actually, my reports work this way. I can actually read minds and connect to different dimensions. So when I say I'm channeling divine masculine messages, I'm actually reading your divine masculine thoughts and I'm just writing it as it comes to me. So you will actually feel like your divine masculine is talking to you. And that's why lately my 3D divine masculine report has been a hit and I've been getting excellent reviews from those who have purchased it. Even I'm amazed because I go into like a trance when I channel, write the reports, and I'll be amazed. Wow. Because my writings are different. Every report, my writing style changes, and that's when that's when I realize that it's actually not me writing. It's actually your divine masculine speaking. So that's quite interesting to check out too. And all of our psychics are highly gifted. Regina is such a fantastic healer. I mean, all of our approved readers are all fantastic psychics and healers. So please do check them out. You can always look at, you see, I'm always losing my phone. You can always look at the list, and that will be very essential. So that I don't miss out anyone, I'm just going to shout out. So all our approved readers are Joanna, Kayla, Regina, Tamara, Melinda, Tessa, Kimberly, Nidhi, Rupali, Leila, Ali, and Akila Johnson. So please do check out all of their files because all of us are actually having Christmas promotions. So you may want to check that out. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all my fellow approved readers. So now I'm going to go back to topic and I'm going to actually share with you Kelly's experience. She says that, yup, I already feel like a superhuman. It came to light in last month, 30 years of giving private readings, and I get given more gifts abilities on topic. This year, for last loads of months, plus he touched the back of my neck, he opened me up more. Yes, actually, I want to go that. Physical touch actually does activate powers too, and it's not necessarily sex. So it could just be a hug. It could just be a pat. And actually, when I met my divine masculine, there was a lot of food. I cook a lot of food for him. And I used to discuss this with my students, and then I used to tell them it's codes, So we probably planned this. I'm going to transfer some codes through food. So I used to spend a lot of time cooking for him, and I would actually go down to to his place to actually deliver the food, and I've never delivered food like for people. I mean, it's just these little things you do that flutter one another's hearts. So yeah, so touch, food, loving thoughts, exchanges, all this actually activate more codes. So so there's always this thing that it's all about sex. Yeah, I mean, twin flame sex is mind blowing, but however, there's so many other things that blows your mind as well. So please do write in your comments what is the God-given gift you have. I'm going to talk about mine. My God-given gift since I was a kid is I was able to just see everything. I can read dimensional grids. I can see beings from all dimensions, including the lower dimensions as well, but I'm able to actually disconnect and connect. So I have my powers in control. That's why I'm also a medium. So if you ever need me to connect to your deceased loved ones, I'm happy to. But of course, I reside in the higher dimensions more. I'm quite an astral traveler. I travel so much all the time, and that's why I travel. I enjoy 3D travel as well. So I'll go back to the experience of meeting my DM. I so prior to meeting my DM in physical, I was traveling extensively. I was going on trips every week. I was literally, so I felt like I had a lot of activations in the different continents that I actually traveled. It all started with Paris because I had taken off work. So I was in Paris in November, and then I was in America in December, January. It was a family trip. It was my mom, dad, my brother, my sister-in-law, the five of us, and we went to catch up with friends. And after that, in Jan, where did I go in Jan? I went back to Australia for a bit, and then in Feb, I went to Darwin for my birthday. My parents and I. So it was in Feb that I actually met my twin, and it my connection. My dad actually introduced us, so it was a very safe space for us to get to know each other. So I actually met my twin 2 days. Uh, I met my twin on a very interesting date. I met my twin on the 20th of February 2020. And it was just 9 days before my leap year birthday. I'm born on the 29th of Feb. So, and after that, we just got activated and we had a long separation phase, but we always had mutual respect. So we agreed when we were separating not to do anything drastic like blocking one another. So it's essential to actually have that, and depending on your own journey, of course. So yeah, so we actually so and then after that I didn't stop my traveling either. I was still traveling. So initial phases I was like seeing my twin maybe once or twice a month, and then we hike. We love nature. So me, my twin, and my parents, the four of us would go hiking, and then COVID came and everything was closed. So we couldn't see each other for a couple of months due to the rules. So you can't see anyone, no visitors are allowed. So it was, yeah, and then, yeah, and I'm going to look at questions actually. Okay. Henry says, I love traveling too. It really, traveling does expand your vision, guys. And every time you travel, you're actually activating more codes in your body because our body is made up of earth and vice versa. And it really expands your vision. So it gives you that flow, it gives you that excitement. So I'm glad, Henry, you are like me, you enjoy traveling. Shell has a question. What if I had a twin flame check but not sure if my clairs are opening up? The connection I have had with my DM is out of the world, or can I just be unaware of my clairs? I'm told I'm an empath and clairsentient, but not sure how to tell trust what I'm getting. Firstly, guys, when you get twin flame checks, there's so many readers out there, and I had said this last week as well. There are many ways to get a twin flame check, and many psychics do it in different ways. Like for me, like I said, that's my God-given gift. I'm able to tell because I can see. So it's important to actually get it checked from a highly rated psychic, and in our group, like all of us actually do it, like. And I would say that we are very honest as well. If you're not a twin flame, we will. In fact, Melinda and I quite, even in our public readings, if we don't see a twin flame connection, we are quite honest about it. It is very hard for us because many of you all may think that that person is your twin, but our intention is always to guide you on the right path That's why we tell you the truth. So for some of y'all, when you get your twin flame check done, the reader might just say you're a twin flame when you may not. So it's important to actually get your twin flame checked by someone who will tell you the truth. So, Shell, different twin flames have different journeys. So you see, as a divine feminine, you will always be guided by God. Now, because it is a spiritual journey. Ultimately, it is a spiritual journey, and that is the reason why everything is divinely orchestrated. Your meetings, your separation, everything is planned by God, actually. So, if you are chasing or trying to force open your Claire gifts, then you are actually walking away from your spiritual path instead of walking towards your spiritual path. Because this is not a competition who has more gifts, who has lesser gifts. It doesn't work that way. When you have it, you just have it. It comes naturally. And of course, that's the reason why I offer courses too, to open up your psychic gifts, to learn more about your psychic gifts. So you can go and check out my courses on my album as well. So Shelly, don't worry, but you have to trust your intuition. Tawana, honestly, as a child, my great-grandmother always told me I was special, but never really explained her. I guess your great-grandmother knew intuition-wise that you are special. Oh, Regina, you managed to join us. So, guys, Regina is our fellow approved reader, healer. You can always go to her as well. She's amazing. She's a very good friend of mine, too. So, check out her services. In fact, she introduced a special lately. You have to read her raving reviews as well. So, yeah. So, do message Regina. So, in fact, all of us will be able to guide you on the right path because we have this agreement within our group to be honest. So, if we don't see a twin flame connection, we will actually tell you. And we will also support you and help you walk on the right path. So, we are not just going to tell you you're not a twin flame and that's it. No, it doesn't work that way. That's what loving and nurturing relationships do. Okay, Tawana, I feel my gifts were reading the images in tarot, feeling when someone is about to pass or is passing. I had it done by Brittany. I rather hear the truth. Henry, I feel the gift I have, thanks to traveling as well, is that I always open people's mind in my environment. I can feel energies very easily in a room, for example, and I have a very good balance in explaining things between the spiritual things and the ground things. That makes sense, like helping people who aren't spiritual. Beautiful. You see, Henry has really explained how unique his gifts are. And that's the thing. You don't even have to fall under the label of all five class. It's about discovering what you are good at. And that's why I love the way Henry has written it. How he opens people's mind and how you can feel energies and how you can read a room. And he's able to explain things that are spiritual and earthly as well. So he's like a guide. Thanks, Maria, for recommending Regina. Oh, Henry. Oh, that is so sweet. I love Regina. He loves me too. Thank you. Joanna and Regina have done readings for me, and you all have had the same messages about Hugo lately. That's wonderful. I'm going to read out Regina's comment. A great way to know your gifts is to go back to your childhood and what called you back then. Maybe a hobby, your passion, or something. When I was 7, I was already really connected to the gods. Yes, I agree with that. I do connect to my childhood as well because when we were children, we are so connected to all dimensions, like all our powers are there when we are born. It's just that we forget when we grow up. Some of us don't forget, like me and Regina. We have always been psychics. So, yes. So, discovering your spiritual gift. again and again, I would say, guys, this is not a competition. And even if you don't have all the class, or if all your class aren't activated, that doesn't mean you're not a twin flame either. It's just to say that your gifts are amplified. So like people like Regina and me, Melinda, like all of us, all our fellow readers, what happens is, when we actually met our twin, we are super activated. So we already have existing powers like mediumship and being able to connect to everything and get knowledge from the universe. It just amplifies big time. Like my accuracy rates, touch wood, has always been 100%. And after meeting my twin, I actually reactivated my mediumship powers. Like as a child, I told God, please deactivate it. I just want to connect to the higher dimensions. I don't want to connect to the lower. But after meeting my twin, he always would say, oh, why aren't you talking to ghosts and stuff like that? And that's when I realized that my divine masculine actually enjoyed the gifts. I mean, usually as twins we share gifts. So I realized that he actually liked exploring those dimensions. So it kind of, we actually activated each other. And that's why sometimes it's also important to stay grounded. All right, Tawana has a comment. When I went to visit my TF, I smelled his cigarette smoke while traveling. I called him and asked him if he was smoking. He said, oh, yes, that's another thing. Like, I always get that. Like, if my DM is like having a particular cuisine, I would feel it. Like, I'll feel like I'm eating that food as well. Hey, Teresa. Hi, so good to see you. All right, back to feeling what your twin is feeling. Yes, that in fact, way before I met my divine masculine, we were actually in Germany at the same time, at the same place. It's just that we didn't meet. So you see how everything is divinely orchestrated, like everything is guided by God. Like we only meet our twin when we are destined to meet our twin. And even separation phase or union phase, nothing can be forced because it's all about inner spiritual growth. And like what Henry said, it is actually about helping people. And I'm going to actually talk about that. Like your calling amplifies. For me, I'm a lawyer and I've always done a lot of community service. And after meeting my TM, it just amplified big time. we actually start walking the path we are destined to. So that is another big indicator that you are on the twin flame path and journey. I'm also going to touch on a few housekeeping matters because a lot of you seem to ignore it. Please do read the rules, everyone. Like, you guys have to read the rules in our group because that's how we maintain our group. So when you're all requesting for free readings, I have actually posted the links. So please have a look at that. Okay. Oh, it's about 30 minutes. Okay. I usually keep my life to 45 minutes. So oh, Maria has a question. I'm sorry if my vibe isn't top and you guys feel that. I haven't eaten much during the last 24 hours because it makes me really nauseous, and it seems that it's because of spiritual developments, shadow work. I used to feel this way in my early mid 20s, and I learned what I could eat. Meat is a no-no for me again, as it was. The past week I've been so energized and felt so calm and have started to hear my subconscious mind again as I've blocked out the constant energy contact with people that's been going on for me. It feels good. I'm happy. Maria, there's always a thin line between healthy eating and not eating well as well. So always pay attention to that because it's very easy to fall into anorexia and eating disorders as well. So always check within. And from a very high level perspective, everything is one. So there is no judgment on what people eat as well. But of course, you would want to eat high frequency foods when you're on this journey, like spirulina, for instance. All the green foods, like I love my kale, like I have to have kale like almost every day. Because for me, guys, I almost had vitamin B deficiency when I was when I was eating more high frequency foods, because sometimes you need all the nutrients as well. So always pay attention to that. Go and see the doctor if you need to, especially when you are changing diets. It's very essential. So I'm glad, Maria, you have it under control, but please have not eating for 24 hours. You can always fast, but even fasting, you have to do it safely. Like I have been on like many kinds of fasts, like not eating and all that. And my DM always says you should never do that. You actually sometimes you may do more harm than good to your body. All right, I've got a question from Teresa. Here is a question, and I've seen various answers to this. Do twin flames end up with a soulmate if the other twin refuses to do their inner work? This is not for me, but I've seen different answers on this. This is a very good question, and I'm so happy that you have actually raised it. You see, you have to know this, not everyone has to end up with their twin in this lifetime. Some twins are on solo missions as well. So, and some twins are with their soulmates, and you don't want to just go and, after seeing your twin, just divorce your soulmate. You have to do everything cautiously, kindly, carefully, without hurting anyone, because life is ultimately about unconditional love. It's not like, oh, I meet my twin and I'm going to be selfish. No, it doesn't work that way. Then probably that's not your twin, and probably that's a lust induced relationship. So, yes, some of you all might have met your twin, but you may still be with a soulmate, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's no judgment. Everything happens lovingly, guidance by God and the universe. So, Teresa, you don't have to end up like no one has to end up with your twin flame, because you are with your twin flame. You are one. What's there to end up with? Oh, hi, Karen. I'm so happy you're listening. Yeah, it's amazing. This twin flame journey is really amazing. We are learning every day. That's why it's so vital to have these discussions. I know a lot of you all wanted a live psychic reading thing, and that's why I'm doing it towards the end. But I also believe that this is vital, and I'm so glad for all of your lovely input, for sharing your gifts. Okay, I've received a few more comments. I'm usually getting into intuitive eating after eating very little, and I know I haven't starved myself. That's good. I'm so glad. In fact, Maria, it was what I shared was meant for everyone, because there's always this fad where people want to go do fasting and all that. As long as you intuitively know what you're eating, because only we know our bodies best. Barbara, can a twin be egotistic and deny their feelings? The 3D or the shadow side of a twin could be egotistic, but often I'll just say that twin flame relationships are very healthy. There's always this inner understanding and inner knowing. So um so if you're experiencing drastic feelings and emotions, it often would be a karmic, actually. I'm going to pick out on what Henry says. I'm actually an introvert, but especially after I've met my twin, I felt I had so many things and opinions I needed to share with the environment. I did my master's in positive organizational psychology, and I have been putting my heart and soul into sharing my vision for more overall happiness at work, helping employees to voice out, telling my generation that we need to know our self worth, and also at work, and that we have more power than we think. I have my DM, my own fears, but my DM kind of gave me those wings to just keep going and get out of my comfort zone. So, so guys, you see, that's another thing with relationships. It's also vital to support each other's journeys, aspirations, and it is very, 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 very important to, like what Henry shared. This is one sign that two souls are in love with one another. I started my self healing journey after I met a man, and unsure if it's a soulmate or karmic. Yes, even with soulmates and karmic, you do kickstart a healing journey. So it's not exclusive to the twin flame clubs. Twin flame club. The twin flame journey is a very solo journey. Actually, a twin flame journey is about seeing yourself in another person. You would have never met anyone like that. Like with karmics and soulmates, you will be like, oh, this person is like this person I know. But with twins, they're 100% unique, and you will just know. So for those of you all who actually have met your twin, you will know. You will just know. I mean, of course, there's going to be doubt, but you will just know. And prior to meeting my twin, I did love readings, but I never did twin flame readings. Sometimes it is essential to have met your twin in physical to be able to actually guide other twin flames. I see now being a twin is a totally spiritual journey. Jay helped me become a better version of myself. I never felt I was narcissistic, but I have seen some say twins can be narcissistic. Can we differentiate between a true twin flame journey and a toxic abusive relation? I'm very happy that you actually brought this topic to light, because there are a lot of people who actually try to push a toxic abusive relationship into a twin flame journey, and that is why it's very important to get a twin flame check, and also to be able to note signs of abuse and all that. And as you all know, I'm a lawyer and I deal with the toxic side of humanity as well. And as lawyers, we never judge. Number one thing, our clients, everyone has their side to the story. So I will just quickly share my experience doing family law. Like the divorce cases, it always starts out with fairy tale notions of romance, and when it ends up in divorce, they become ugly to each other. It becomes extremely, and as counsels, we're constantly trying to set the calm in the room. So having said that, that's why it's so important to go to God, and you have to, connecting to God is one of the biggest signs of being a twin flame. Like, if you're not on a spiritual journey, you may not be on a twin flame journey as well. Yes, Barbara, I agree with you. You don't even care about relationships anymore and you focus on self. That's how it is. I don't know, some comments like don't appear to me, so I'm going to refresh comments again. I may have missed a few comments. I'm just going to go up and see any comments I missed so that I can be fair. I'm so sorry, Kelly. I think I may have missed your comment. Kelly says she has seen spirits since she was 2 years old, and since she was 9, and she had deaths. It's the crossing between two worlds that made me gifted in the beginning. Yep, all of us have our own unique spiritual soul activation journeys as well. That's why do check out my soul report, guys. I will actually tell you what your divine gifts are. I actually channel them as well. Of course, some of it is based on Andrea Hess's teachings, but because all of my reports are 100% channeled and unique, if you guys even compare reports, you'll be able to know that my reports are unique. And that's why sometimes it takes me time as well to write. So if there's been a delay, I'm so sorry to my beloved clients. I'm very, very time conscious, and as lawyers, it's all about timing. And so if I fall off behind a few hours or a day, I apologize. But you know why I do that? Because I want to give you the best reading, and I don't want to give you a 6:30 report. I want to give you what is true, what is 100%, and what is for you. In fact, there's some gifts, like if you look at my Rekindling the Inner Goddess page, I used to do a lot of free readings on my page. And uh, I used to come up with these readings, like what are your superhuman gifts? Some are like invisible cloak. Like I will actually go back and I will actually get them up. Maybe I might offer that on this website as well. It's really interesting because all of us, so invisibility cloak, this is how it works. So it's not about you becoming invisible, it's about convincing the other person's mind that you're not there. And I use that power of invisibility cloak quite often, especially in university, where sometimes you have got classmates who are looking for you and you're busy and you're like, please, 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 and then you have seen them and you just don't want them to see you. So I invoke this gift and they'll be walking past me and they won't even see me. So to their eyes, I'm not there, but I'm actually there. So that's a very cool gift. And I might pick that up in some of your soul reports as well. So yes, I did a lot of courses, but however, my readings are always unique and I stay true to what I see as a clairvoyant. Even though I have all the clairs, I would say that I use my clairvoyance the most. Actually, when I do connect to the Akashic records, I actually feel all the clairs. And when I first started, actually, I had this gift since I was a child. So sometimes when I connected to some people, I would experience them dying, being in their mother's womb, struggling. It was very painful, and I didn't know how to log out of the Akashic record. So when I actually did the soul realignment course, I learned a lot, and I learned all the technicalities of managing my gifts. So I actually see it like a movie reel. So when I write your reports, I actually write out the movie that I see, which is your movie, your soul records, and that's why it's unique. So there sometimes some interesting terminologies would come up, which is not even English. So I will have a busy time translating it, and sometimes I just send it as it is to my clients, but most of the time I'll give an English explanation because I have a knowing of that as well. But it's really been an extremely cool journey, and this is my first life on this planet. I am a Mintakan. I've incarnated in a lot of other planets, Sirius, Pleiades, Arcturus, a lot of other planets, and I've learned a lot from these planets as well. So they have just added on to my soul gifts, which I actually decoded after meeting my DM. So as you all know, Mintaka had a tragic history because we are 100% positive planet. So the dark side came, and so yeah, fellow Mintakans will know that history. Okay, wow, there are 8 new comments. Hi, Angie. Yay, I'm so happy that you joined in today. Oh, yes, X-ray vision. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. So, yes, that is a really cool vision. I have that too. So, I know what you mean. So, sometimes you don't have to like go into the Earth's definition of gifts. We all have special gifts, just like X-Men. All of them have unique gifts, right? That doesn't mean that one is better than the other. Everyone is unique, everyone is special. Oh, I'm so happy. And I'm going to read out MJ's comment. By doing Agashik report, I found out my divine gift was divine power, and I didn't know that before. Very interesting. I had to balance all the percentage to develop it. Yes, and MJ is amazing. She is. She is the queen, like truly. You will feel this royalness with her, guys. Oh, Regina, you're so sweet. I do recommend a lot the energy and work of Vice. She has an amazing heart and a great connection with the gifts. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm so touched. It's always nice to be complimented by your fellow psychic. Same to you, Regina. Regina is beautiful. In fact, if you had watched some of her YouTube videos, and she just has such a beautiful heart. Guys, do check out, please do check out all of our readers promotions. Joanna is amazing as well. She does beautiful card readings. She has a promo. Please, fellow readers, if I miss out on any of your promotions, please let me know and I'll talk about it in my next session. But yeah, guys, do check out Regina's healing. I think Nidhi has a healing too, but yeah, please do check out. All these healings are very uniquely crafted by us, like we combine our starseed origins, Reiki, Isis, Seichim, some healings that don't even have human terms yet, and it's a mixture of everything, and that is why it's so unique. Because some healers might just use just Reiki, but we actually sandwich everything in, and that's why you will suddenly feel this burst of energy. In fact, I would be introducing my Mintakan twin flame ritual healing soon, and you may want to check that out as well. Yes, Angie, I'm so sorry about the delay in your report. And as you know, as I had mentioned earlier as well, my reports are 100% uniquely crafted and it's for you. So that is the reason why I do it when I'm feeling best as well. I don't do it when I'm extremely busy at work because I don't want to be interrupted when I'm channeling. Yeah. So, Angie, I'm so excited to deliver your report soon. Okay, Kelly has a question. Can I ask, when I go to sleep, why do I dream of people's past and what they did in the past and I become them and that happened? Oh, well, that is just intuition heightened. So sometimes if you haven't explored your gifts on earth fully, you get messages through your dreams. So this could be early stages of cognizance. So yeah, you can keep developing that power, but always stay grounded, guys. There are a lot of people become very egotistical, and like Patanjali says, ego and not being humble is your biggest hindrance to spiritual growth, because it's not the gifts that makes who you are, it is you who make who you are. So as long as you are highly compassionate, you're connecting to the world, helping people, not labeling yourself as anything, you are amazing. But of course, you have to, terms of language, you have to also say that I'm a. So for me, I always had a hard time. But of course, because I do paid readings, I have to. It's my duty. It's legally duty of care to explain to my lovely clients of my abilities so that they know. So that's the reason why. I've got all the class. I'm highly telepathic. I can see auras. I can read earths, and I can manipulate the grids as well. That's how I can transform certain situations for people. And it's all healthy. It's all wonderful. Oh, Teresa, thank you. Vaish also does career readings. I have one coming. Yes, I'm going to give your career reading soon. And you're going to be so excited about that because I'm going to go into your past lives, your past life careers as well. And you are going to be in for a deep surprise. Teresa is an author. So you just know what's coming. Hi, Jill. I'm tuning in late. I'm tuning in late. Love these lives. Oh, we love you too. I love doing live, and I'm so happy to see all of you. So, Jill, I'm so happy you're tuning in. So happy to have you. Amber, so good to see you again. I'm sorry I had to. I'm going to go into your comment. Hi, I love your lives. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing this info with all of us. How do we know that we are getting close to union? I feel it's coming soon in the energy, but curious. Like I said last week too, don't chase union. It is coming. it is coming in 2022. There's going to be a lot of twin flame marriages. So for twin flames who have been union but not married, you guys might be getting married. For twin flames who recently reunited, you'll be getting married too. For some twin flames who are still in the dark night of the soul, you might be having a reunion in 2024 or 2026. So there are three waves that I'm seeing right now. So Amber, you know which pathway you are in right now. Yes, this video is recorded and will stay on so you can watch it from the beginning as well. So I am going to take a few psychic questions so that you can put my gifts to test if you guys want. So please do ask me any. I'm just going to take a few. And before that, if you have any more questions on your divine feminine spiritual path, please feel free to share it as well. It's so exciting today. I'm so happy, and I feel this group is like this sacred space where we all feel so safe, and as moderators and our admins and all our group experts, we all constantly trying to maintain the integrity of this group. We are constantly, like, some of our readers are so loving, and we are always, you see, we go by these loving, nurturing, unconditional love, honesty, because honesty is so important, you know. And I've learned it in law school itself. I'm not going to lie to my client. If they're going to not win, I'm going to definitely tell them, yes, your case has got these pros, but also there are cons as well. So it's in the hands of the judge to decide, you know, how your case, and of course you'll always get your best defense. So the same here with our spiritual journey too. All of our healers, our readers are all here to guide you, to nurture you, to provide support. Rupali is amazing. Nidhi, all. In fact, I'm going to do a shout out to all our readers again. Joanna, all of us, Joanna, Kayla, they all have such beautiful energies. Tamara, Melinda is so honest, and I love that about her. She's such a sweet, sweet, sweet soul. Tessa, Kimberly, Nidhi, Rupali, Leila, Ali, Akila, we are all having Christmas promos, so do check us out. For me, guys, I love doing readings, and when I do readings, I'm 100% tuned in. So yes, so if you guys want to book me for a paid reading, please, I'm so happy to take in new bookings this week. And I will deliver to them as fast as I can, because I know that you guys are so sweet, and it's just amazing. Oh, thanks, Jill. I can feel your energy and the happiness coming from you. My question would be, what does my person want me to know about our connection right now? Okay, let me channel that, guys. So, Jill, your person right now wants you to know that times are challenging and things are. Okay, your person is actually very confused, and your person is feeling a lot of conflict and distress at the moment. But your person wants you to know that everything will be all right and things will get better, and there's always unconditional love coming in. I hope, Jill, I've answered your question. Okay, this is how I actually channel, you know. I tune in, and oh, Teresa, thank you. Book by Shri Pandian. I promise she's the truth. When she did my first EF reading, from her, she told me stuff about Jay, and she told me she had no way of knowing it. I felt like I was talking to an old friend. Oh, thank you so much for that. Okay, Shay, Frank and I were getting so close, and he turned cold all of a sudden. Can you tell me if he's upset with me? Will we make it past this? Oh dear, let me connect, all right? Let me connect. I've never actually done, let me connect, okay? Give me a moment. All right. Okay, Frank is actually stuck in this situation where he is not able to be honest. His throat chakra is blocked, and that's why he turned cold all of a sudden, because there's so much love, but yet Frank is not able to show it. He's not upset with you, he's actually upset with himself, and he's actually projecting it on you. Of course, you will make it past this. You have to be positive, Han. Oh, Amber. Uh, Amber, thank you. Like, some of you all have been tuning into my lives every week. Sometimes I'm so sorry if I miss messages in between. Something, my computer sometimes doesn't refresh the messages. So, Amber, yes, Jay has a lot of messages for you. He wants you to know that you should focus on your life and that he admires you all the time from afar, and he loves you for who you are, and he loves every bit about you, even bits that you dislike about yourself as well. And he's also saying, telling you not to worry too much and that you should focus on yourself because everything will happen in good timing. Okay, Henry wanted to share. I wanted to share with you that I broke the love connection with Aloisio, a soulmate from me. I was together for almost 2 years, but always felt that my twin was the one for me. Aloisio is going to Singapore soon, and we decided that we should focus on ourselves but wanted to stay very good close friends. This happened 3 days ago, so I wanted to know if Hugo feels the change energetically, and if this closure draws the physical, how is how is it in the 3D? Of course, your person feels it, and this and as a general thing, this is not only for twin flames, but for any relationship. When there is another deep connection and when you're already deeply connected, it will be felt, and telepathy actually supersedes that. So he does. Of course, there's going to be a little jealousy there. But again, because you have the ability to communicate in 5D, you could actually clarify it. So, Henry, don't worry too much about it. Everything will be all right. And don't worry, union wouldn't be affected. Hi, Jackie. Is there anything John wants me to know? All right. John wants you to know that he's safe. He is happy, but not as happy as you would want him to be. He wants you, he asks you, he hopes that you will be happy too, and that he can feel your sadness, he can feel your pain, and it saddens him. Okay, Teresa, why am I feeling extra bursts of happiness even when? Because good things are coming your way, hun, and you already know this. That's why you're feeling extra bursts of happiness. I used to feel this all the time. I mean, I still do. I always get that extra burst of happiness all the time. Karen, anything Ted wants me to know? Thank you. Ted wants you to know that you are beautiful and you are soft. You may have a hard exterior, but he says he knows you are tough. He also says that you are special, and he likes that about you. Oh, Jackie, you're most welcome. Okay, we have a comment. You are awesome. I've drawn back from TF so I can focus my own spirit. And now I feel like I'm constantly meeting a block in my career and my business. Does this have something to do with my TF? Is there a message they want me to receive? All right. AG wants you to focus on your career and your business because your TF feels that you're being distracted at the moment and you're not giving time for yourself. So, yes. The reason why you're also having a block is because you have to really heal some parts of yourself, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your crown chakra. You have to do some healing there. You can always have a personal consult with me. If you... Hi, Jasmine. So lovely to see you. What are Larry's messages for me? Feels like he sometimes wants to reach out, but he doesn't. All right, Han. Larry wants you to know that you are filled. Larry wants you to know that you're filled with joy. That is your essence. You are full of joy. And you have so much potential, and there's so much you're going to achieve in this lifetime. And Larry says that he will do everything in his hands to be in union with you. So I think that's a good sign. But of course, you have to focus on yourself and not be distracted from your own success in life. Oh, you're welcome, Karen. Maria, why did R and I talk about remote viewing? All the signs. Is it... Oh, yes, that happens. Even though my DM claims to be a skeptic, he's so interested in all this psychic stuff. In fact, I stopped. Once I started becoming a lawyer, I actually took a break and I made an announcement that I won't do any psychic reading. So it was actually my DM who kind of reactivated all of this thing. It's going, and he's always supportive of me. And it's so good because when you discuss things with your divine masculine or divine feminine, you actually learn more about yourself because they are the parts that you do not see and they are the parts that you see. So it's really, really, really amazing. I've been getting some amazing review guys like that. I've even picked up certain things that only the both of them know when it comes to my channeling. So thank you for all those amazing reviews. That really, really, you know, it is. It really brightens my day to hear that I've helped you in your journey and yeah, that's why I'm so excited when I get readings. It's my way of helping you share my gifts, and I'm so humbled and grateful to God for having this gift. I've been a soul traveler my entire existence. In fact, I don't incarnate more than once in a planet, so this is my first and last time on earth as well. That's how I keep my psychic powers intact. Yes. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. I'm going to read her comment, okay? I really love Jasmine. She's got such beautiful energies. You're the best. Thank you so much. And yes, I want continue working on me and not getting distracted. Yes, of course, do it. I'm so happy because you are beautiful and you are healed and everything is going great for you. So I'm so proud. Keep me updated on your journey. Okay, Tawana, I would like to know what else I need to heal with myself. I feel something G is missing. Okay, Han, let me connect. What you're missing is you are doubting this journey constantly. And you also feel a lot of confusion and sadness and pain, and there's a third eye chakra block that you may want to work on. And also, Tawana, what else you can do is your person, what G is missing is G is also actually experiencing similar emotions at this moment. So you guys are actually mirroring each other intensely. So this is actually, see, people usually think that when things are not going so well, that nothing is happening. Actually, when things are not going so well, that's when a lot of things are happening. Like when my DM and I were in separation, that's when we actually grew, flourished, like exponentially in our lives, our career, and that no contact zone was so important. Like for me, our first, we were separated for like 3 months, and then Divine orchestrated a meeting. Like he was at the mall, I was working like nearby to my work area, and he came to buy stuff because he was secret Santa or something. And I was with my best friend then, and it was just amazing how C is my best friend, and she and I go way back, and how my twin got to meet her. And even though we hadn't spoken for 3 months, it was like we never had a separation to begin with. So so it was divinely orchestrated, because just think about it. What are the chances of bumming into each other like at that exact moment? And see, and when we bumped into each other, immediately we he gave me a hug, and it felt like there was no separation at all. So this is how it is, and that's the reason why um for some people were so obsessed with like getting messages or meeting or testing or playing or doubting. Unfortunately, you may not be on a twin flame journey, and it's a thin line between abuse and being, because your twin flame, again and again and again and again, I'll insist on this, will never hurt you. Your twin will only propel you for spiritual growth. Your twin will make you become the best version of yourself, not because they are doing it, but because the activation of the twin flame codes places you in the position to become the best version of yourself. Oh, Teresa, listening about your journey, about your twin is so. Oh, thank you. Yeah, he's amazing. Actually, I learn a lot. I mean, I always feel like we have so much we can learn from our twin, and it's very healthy, be it in separation or not in separation. Like for me, like when I'm in separation, sometimes I'll just yearn out to God. I'll just call out to God, can you give me a sign? Can you do, like, I want to like feel him or see him, and then I would just feel him hugging me or kissing me, or he will view my stories on Facebook or something like that. I'll get a sign immediately, and I urge you guys to do that as well. If you're really struggling and feeling like you want to have some kind of a physical sign, just pray to God. Like, just pray to your God and you will get it. Yes. You see, I love how MJ, my guardian angel, always comes to my rescue. Yes, you surrender to God and trust God completely. Like really, like for me, my journey is always like I've been talking to God since I was a kid. Like in fact, when I had my first spiritual crisis, I was about 20. I was actually 9 years old. And I'll just talk to God. I'll be like, please show me, please God, please help me. I'm literally asking God this. I'm like, God, just show me the truth, show me. And then in my 20s, that's when I met my teacher, Paula Vanderzon, and she is my greatest, like, she led me on this path. And with her, I got so, I, like, she opened my door. She did my first soul origin report. Paula and I have grown to become very good friends over the years, and her energies are so loving. You can always check her out. It's Paula Vanderzon. I will share her link as well. Because of COVID, I hadn't been able to go back to Australia. I miss all my friends who are like family there. I miss my spiritual teacher. So yes, she did my first mini soul report in 2014, and she just told me all that I already knew. Like I always knew this is my first life on earth, and she picked that up. She also knew about my soul origins, my Mintaka origins, like what happened, what role I played there. And so that's why soul reports are so essential. And I'm having a Christmas promo right now. So if you guys want, book me in. I will blow your mind away with your soul reports. Yes. So, Amanda, does Kay privately love me though he has never responded to me in 17 years? I feel he does, but he's just a rabbit in headlights regarding my love for him. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to be very, very, very honest with you. That's why maybe I shouldn't say it on live. So many people are watching. But because you have thrown out a lot of questions to me, if you're ready, I will tell you the truth. He doesn't love you, hun. And there is no twin flame connection there. I'm so sorry. It breaks my heart to tell you, but there isn't. And that's the reason why he has no messages for you either. While connecting with him, he just says he doesn't want to talk to you. All right, guys. You're welcome. I'm so sorry. We have a rule in this group. We have to be honest and yeah. But be positive, pray to God, you will be guided on the right path. You can always check out all our articles on Featured about twin flame connections, about walk-ins, about if you are in doubt, please clarify with any of our readers. You can always ask MJ questions. She's just amazing. She is like protecting this group so much. So that's why this is a safe space. Oh, thank you, Garen. Do check it out. Like for me, it just transformed my life. And it actually kind of activated me in so many ways. Because I was lost. I knew about my starseed origins, but sometimes if you have someone to confirm it, it just goes way, way. It helps you way much. Yes, Kelly. I'm so happy. You're so excited. I love it that yes, yes, do listen. Okay, I'm going to talk another wow, today's session has gone quite long. I'm going to talk about soul guides as well. Soul guides are extensions of yourself. We all have 4 to 6 spirit guides with us. And we have our full team when we are around 20, 25, 30. Yeah. I'm going to repeat MJ's comment. Take care of you and take comfort in God. He won't let you down. An angel just appeared to me. Really, guys, really, God is your ultimate everything. And you know this because we're all connected to God. And just pray to God. And I'm going to read out Henry's comment. Thank you, MJ, for all the protection. She is lovely. Like, I've always been on a solo journey, but collaborating with MJ has been my greatest joys, really. She is amazing, pure. She is the queen. Like, I'll say she is queen. And you will know what I mean when I say she is a queen. Yeah. So, yes, do a shout out to MJ, guys. She is amazing, loving, loving, lovely, cares about us all. She protects us readers all the time too, always available for us to talk to. She works so hard for this group. Oh yeah, Jill, I just checked your star seed. I mean, I just checked your Agashik record, so it's quite easy to tell. Yeah. Okay, star seeds basically your soul origins are from a different planet. So it so so even if you're an earth soul, you're actually a star seed in another planet. So everyone is actually a star seed. Oh, Amber, I'm going to read out Amber's comment. Thank you to you and all readers for offering all these services to help and support all. Yes, that's our intention, and that is the reason why we do promotions as well, so that all of y'all would be able to get a chance to purchase a reading and be inspired and help you in your journey. And that's why our readings are not priced like for our gifts, if we were to charge the rate other psychics charge, then we would never be able to reach out to everybody. And that's why we always make sure. So you're more of like paying us for our time, because it takes a lot. In fact, one of our readers, she's on a sacred journey, Rupali. That's why she can't join us. And really, please, like, and one more thing I wanted to say again and again as well. Please do leave a review on all of our files. Reviews inspire us, encourage us, and it really helps us to know that you are happy getting this reading. Yeah, because look at all our readers. We all work so hard, and like every reader has to do so much cleansing. Like I have so much sage in the house. Till my nephew visited me the other day, and my brother was like, "Why does the house smell of sage?" Yeah, so it requires a lot of energies for a lot of us. So we'll be very grateful for a review, a comment on our files. Yes. And I'm really looking forward to sending off all my existing soul reports and healings to all my existing clients. And I'm always happy to take on new clients. Do check out my promotions. I have a couple of Christmas promotions as well. And yes, I think we can wrap up this session, and I will join you all next week again. Please do, I will open up a thread, where we can discuss about what topics we can discuss about. Because I feel that will be good, and I might be going a little bit earlier so that we can get more of us from Europe joining us, because I had a lot of direct messages saying that, Vaish, can you do it a bit earlier? And yes, Agashik Records. Agashik Records is our key. The 3D channel messages, I'm charging 30 USD for that right now. Oh yes, if you feel like, please book me in, Henry. Would love to see what your person wants to tell you. Yes. Again, I will mention all our readers again. Joanna, please do check out our amazing tarot card promotions. It's on Featured. Kayla, Regina, Tamara, Melinda, Tessa, Kimberly, Nidhi, Rupali, Layla, Ali, and Akila, and myself. We are all here to help you, to guide you, and all of us put in 100% energy and energy, love, unconditional love to all your healings and reports. And you know that because you can feel it. So I'm just going to read out Jill's comment, and I am going to wrap up for today. And I will join you all next week. I'll update you guys on the time. Thank you all again for this amazing live session. I'm so happy there was a lot of interaction. Thank you all for sharing your journey with us. And I will share more about my DM too. Yeah. You see, I just flutter like a schoolgirl when I talk about my DM. Okay, Jill, love burning sage. However, my neighbors think I'm burning a wood fire and ask me not to do it. Yeah, not everyone loves sage. Like, I think my brother was not too happy with it. First thing he was like, "Are you sure Leo is not allergic to it?" I'm like, "No." Yeah. And true enough, my nephew was like, he was doing that. So, yeah. Oh, thank you, Henry. And thank you for staying awake. I really appreciate that. I hope all of you have benefited from today's live. I look forward to hearing from you comments. This video will be saved and recorded, so do watch it again. If you have any questions, please do comment as well. And you can always contact any of our readers for paid readings. So have a lovely weekend. I know it's Friday night. For a lot of you, it's Saturday morning here. It's 9:19 a.m. I'm going to have a fantastic weekend because I'm going to catch up on all my readings, paid readings, and I'm also eager to take in new clients. And it's going to be wonderful. I had such an exciting week at work as well. Like our cases are doing so well. Of course, like all professions, there are ups and downs, but it has been quite crazy. I've been going into to work very early and coming back quite late. I recently celebrated my best friend's birthday, so last night was fun. So, yes, we are all a family here, guys. So, if you ever need encouragement, if you ever need inspiration, always comment on our posts and we are here to guide you. Oh, thank you, Kelly. It's 1:20. Oh, so you all guys have to go to bed. So, good night, everyone. Take care, and I'll join you all again next week. Love you. Bye bye. Oh, thanks, MJ. Bye bye. We're ending the session now. Bye.